Hi, it's Debbie Williams, and today I want to talk about how would I know that this hypnosis is good for weight loss, and how will I know that the hypnotist is any good. Well, one of the things that you need to look out for, if you are listening to an induction and it's saying, and you feel yourself getting heavier and heavier and heavier, then that's a clue that perhaps this hypnotist hasn't really thought it through, because when you're in a relaxed state, you're in a state of suggestibility. Obviously, one negative suggestion like that may be counteracted by lots and lots of positive suggestions. So I'm not saying that, if your hypnotist can say that, you're feeling heavy, 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 that it's going to make you heavy, heavy, heavy. But if you think about it, we're all hypnotists. Great Aunt Maud, who suffers from depression, has probably hypnotised you because you're there and she's talking about, oh, this is bad and that's bad and blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden she switches talking about herself and she'll say to you, look you straight in the eye and say, you know what I mean, don't you? And all of a sudden your brain goes on a search of, yeah, I've had times when I felt bad. And this is how people can hypnotise you to feel as bad as they do by switching what we call the referential index. They were talking about themselves, oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. And then they go into, you know what it's like. And before you know it, they've opened up something in your mind to search for every negative thing that you've had. And you walk out feeling drained by this person. So we're all hypnotists. Another good sign of a good hypnotist is that they have command over their voice. I've heard some hypnotists who say, you will lose weight, you will find you won't eat anything, you will find you do this, da, da, da. And it's this drony tone, which is, it's pretty awful to listen to. So really you want a hypnotist who uses light and shade, but also understands that at the end of a sentence, if you put a downward inflection, it helps drive home that suggestion. All good orators do this at the end of a speech. They will do a downward inflection which implies authority, and then they will pause to allow you to process. So if I give you an example of how not to do it, so if you hear a hypnotist say, oh, and you can relax and you can let go and you can drift off and you can enjoy this, just have a sense how that feels, and rather than you can relax and you can just let go and you will enjoy this, or you can enjoy this. It's got more certainty to it, hasn't it, when you've got that downward inflection, and I give the knowledge that I know what I'm doing, rather than airy fairy flowery sort of, and you will relax and think, no I won't. And again, another sign of a good hypnotist is one that gives you suggestions that you have a choice or appearance of a choice. Again, with stage hypnosis, it's a completely different animal to sort of client hypnosis. And again, if you've got somebody just giving you direct suggestions, you will lose weight. You will find that you stop doing this. Some people will go ahead and accept that, but it's very easy for people to think, well, no, I won't, and to argue with it. So a good hypnotist has a way of delivering it that it can be like embedded suggestions. So they're using the tonality. So I don't know whether you will relax now. So see how I marked that out. Again, sort of, it gives you the choice of, well, I don't know. So I'm not saying you will relax now, but I've marked it out. I've embedded it in a different tone. So your conscious mind can pick up, well, she says she doesn't know whether I'm going to relax now, but my unconscious has heard, you will relax now. Okay, it's great talking to you today, and hopefully that's given you some insight so that when you hear different hypnosis, then there's little flags going. They said I'm getting heavy and I want to lose weight. Again, even the word weight loss, I don't particularly like the word weight loss myself because loss has so many negative connotations to it. But like I said, with the heavy, if they've got 10 other positive suggestions, and then it might be okay, but it's not the best choice. But I've chosen like Hypnosis Weight Loss Club because weight loss is something that everybody knows and understands. Oh, weight loss. But again, with my program, the whole focus is in mastering strategies, what naturally lean, healthy, happy people do. So the title is the hook that gets you in, but really I want you to change your focus. Instead of weight loss, is actually gaining strategies of the naturally lean, naturally healthy and naturally happy, covering all bases of emotional intelligence, as well as the strategies to think, act and behave much more like a naturally lean person, and the side effect will be weight loss. Okay, great talking to you today. Bye now.